So when my opponent's turtle, we want to make sure that we always have a wedge blocking an arm, okay, whichever side that we're going to. So initially, we're going to have our front head. So my left hand in this case is going to be behind my opponent's tricep, all right? I only want to grab the far hip when I replace my left hand wedge, okay? So we're here. It can be done with either knee. I just chose to choose the far knee. So from here, my left hand stays where it is until my right knee replaces, all right? And now when I replace, I like to take my knee as high towards my opponent's armpit as possible. It's not wrong to go low, all right? But sometimes Nikki can cut that elbow back and start getting that tricep back, or his bicep in front of me now, all right? So I try to get my right knee high towards my opponent's armpit to stop that. And then finally, once I work around behind, I won't remove my right knee until I can replace with my right hand, all right? So I can always circle around behind my opponent, all right? So just make sure that if you guys are applying the wedge behind the tricep, we want to make sure that we always replace that wedge with something until we're fully behind. Once you're fully behind, then you're kind of chilling. But now, going through a scenario where we get to that snap, again, my opponent's playing somewhat cagey. His hands are kind of up, his shoulders are above his shoulders are above his hips. I went for this push, he started to push back, I went into my snap. This time when my opponent goes to defend this, he actually builds up off of his elbows and his knees. So we're gonna play in the scenario here, all right? When I feel this, I wanna wait for my opponent to start to pull back. If he doesn't pull back, then there's no reason why you can't just re-snap him down to his elbows, okay? And you're just gonna go for the same motion if he decides to stay in turtle, all right? But this time he starts to pull back. When I do that, I wanna make sure that my left knee follows him so I'm not fully extended. So as he pulls away, I bring my left knee somewhat closer. Then my right knee comes down by my opponent's hand. My right hand releases behind the tricep and grabs down at the Achilles. I like to slap my pinkies down onto the mat. Now, my goal, I just block this wedge, so I need his weight, or I block this base of support, so I need his weight to go over that base of support so it's off at an angle, it's not straight back. If it's straight back, his right leg will step back. So we want to make sure that he's trying to step his left leg back in this case. When we're here, I open up my left elbow and drive in this direction. So I open up left elbow, drive in this direction, and then I immediately switch from this grip down by the Achilles, and I get a hand above my opponent's shoelaces like so. From here, I build up and I elevate a leg, securing head and hip height, and I secure top position.